Game of Thrones Kingsroad will be live on May 21st, accessible to everyone for free, without the need to spend any exclusive package on Steam as we have at the moment to access the early access of the game. So basically, if you still want to purchase these packs, they are accessible through Steam here. Inside of the standard pack, you need to spend like 25 euros if you want to obtain it. Basically, this is what you have inside. You have these North outfit for your 3 classes, and you have 350 Iron Bank marks to spend in the shop. This is the premium currency you have on the game. All right. So then you have the second pack, the Deluxe one, for $50, if I remember. Inside of which you have one more outfit, the Crow outfit here, which is not my favorite, to be honest. I prefer this one, but this is my personal opinion. And you have that Dark Horse here, a bit of copper, and more Iron Bank marks as well. And finally, on the last one, the Ultimate Edition, you have inside the same costumes here. The Crow, the North costume, you have the same mount, the horse, and you have the fastest mount at the moment in game, the Big Wolf here. You will have more copper and more Iron Bank marks, 2,000 Iron Bank marks. And if I jump directly to the game, I will show you where you can spend them to get a lot of things very important to have in the game. First of all, support convenience. This is the first thing you want to buy here on the left. Westeros Welcome Package. It costs only 30 Iron Bank marks. This is basically the equivalent of €1.50, and this is mandatory if you want to enjoy the game, because it's gonna reduce by 100% the fast travel cost, and you can fast travel from anywhere on the map. So basically, if I open the map, you have a signpost here. If I want to fast travel, you have a crazy fee. And you are fast traveling every time on the game, and the copper is the main resource you need in game to do absolutely everything. You will always run out of copper, so yeah, basically if you want to enjoy the game, you are forced to buy at least that pack here, alright? So then, if you want, you have a battle pass, in which you need to spend like 300, but inside, if you want to purchase the VIP section here, you are also getting the 300 Iron Bank marks. So by spending the 300, you are getting the 300 back, which means that if you are spending only for that, you can basically purchase all the upcoming battle passes you will have in game, giving to you a lot of rewards inside, as you can see here. Very, very nice rewards inside of that. So if you want to spend, this is one of the best things to purchase. Finally, one more thing in the packages. You have the achievement packages, and the first one here, the episode ones, is the best one to take. You can take that with your 3 characters. It costs the 500 Iron Bank marks, and inside you can get a lot of golden dragon that are necessary to refill your stamina, to spend daily, to get some rewards. You have some cards to spend for the expeditions. You have a lot of copper inside. This is the best pack I recommend to purchase. Otherwise, you have the Wormwalks. Very interesting too. You can purchase that with all 3 characters. You have a lot of resources inside. And finally, you have the estate, 1 time per account, in which you have a lot of things to level up your estate and get more rewards daily. You will have better rarity on the workers as well, so better rewards on the expeditions as well. So these are the only things I recommend to purchase in the game with your Iron Bank marks to get a lot of rewards, alright? So let's go back in here. The game will launch on May 21st, and it will be accessible for free. You won't need to purchase any pack to access the game. It will be available on PC through the Epic Game Store and Steam, and on mobile on both iOS and Android. Okay, for that, they are planning to add some new content in the game. The new region, the Stormlands. So I have a picture here. Basically, this is what you are gonna have. A new Ferocious Beast, and apparently the picture here is wrong. We are getting probably some tier 5 as a wrote on later in the developer note. I will show that to you later. So tier 5 equipment probably here with different multiple bandit camps. We have 3 new bandit camps. We have 2 new sites to liberate to get some more copper with all 3 characters. You have a 50k copper per character per site you liberate. You have 3 new historic sites, which means more basic skill points. Very nice. 3 more, 2 no, 3 more Echoes of the Past, 1 more God's Haven, so more trait 3 points as well here with the first completion, and we have a new hideout as well, so more experience to farm through the hideout and the bandit camps daily with your characters, and more rewards to get as well. So this is very, very cool. They want to raise the max character level from 40 to 45. At the moment, 40 is the max level we have on the early access. They want to introduce higher tier equipment, so some tier 5, probably on the Stormlands, or through some new dungeons. They will add some more as well. Expand the set research level. At the moment, the max level is 40. If I go in the game, I will show that to you directly. Research level 40 is the max level. I reached that on the brute already. I haven't farmed a crazy amount of gear. I know some players who are almost maxed out on every single set research here. It's not my case. I maxed out the first I was using, alright? Which is the brute set, and I'm trying to max out the champion set as well, and then the savant set. These are my main 3 sets, and the 3 sets I recommend to play. Craft the savants on your characters as a gear equipped, and then go on the brute or on the champion. The champion is better to start with, and then the brute maybe, and having the champion and the brute is the best combo in my opinion. Personal opinion though. Let me know what you think about that in the comment below, by the way. So let's go back here. So they are planning to add some more of these and more house sigils as well. So with the house sigils, you are getting just a few extra base stats, and you are getting more momentum when you're equipping them on the boards. Why not? They are adding new difficulty levels to existing content such as the Wormwalks and Beyond the Wall expeditions. So if I go here in game, I'm gonna show that to you as well. I need to open the map and go at the north. Beyond the Wall expedition, if I enter the dungeon, at the moment the max level is the level 40, and you have, if I show you that, it's even better. So the max level is 40, and these are the rewards we are getting through that content here. Basically, you have that shop on Beyond the Wall expeditions. You need to have some requisition tokens that you can get through accomplishing the Beyond the Wall expedition, and you have a lot of things inside. When you reach the level 40, you can purchase that pack 1 time per account. It costs a lot, but you can basically select the legendary jewel you want inside. You can buy that pack twice. This is what I did to get some legendaries. You need some duplicates. I took twice that necklace here, so I was able to upgrade this one to plus 18. Recast it twice at the moment. So this is what you have inside. This is the only way to farm some sigils in the game. So this is very nice endgame to farm that content to get more power on your character. You got some jewels as well. You can purchase that pack 3 times per account every month, and inside of which you can get some legendary purples or blue. You need to be very lucky, I'm not gonna lie. I never got any legendary in these chests here. You have some more in here. You can purchase 5 per account per week. But inside, you can also have some green ones, so yeah. You need to be even more lucky if you want to purchase some things. But you have some crafting materials for your jewels as well. So this is very interesting to farm that as fast as you can. They will add another Beyond the Wall expedition. The level 45, I suppose. More challenge and more reward inside, so this is very cool. So they are planning to add some more content to the Wormwalks as well, so it is right next to it. Let me enter the Wormwalks, and at the moment the max stage is the stage 30. I haven't cleared that yet with my main character, the Knight. I'm stuck on the 29 because I'm lacking some momentum. This is my current momentum, and I need 120k, and for the last stage we need 126k point 600. I don't have the required momentum. I can try that, but this will be very hard. I need to dodge all the attacks, otherwise they are killing me, because the buffs they are getting is just destroying the armor. So yeah, it does a lot of damage. It is very hard at the moment when you don't have the required momentum, but this is achievable for hardcore players. But you need to know about it. This is doable. They are planning to add a new altar of memory boss. This is the unicorn here. I have normally a video here showing that to you. So this is the new boss we will have on global release. Okay, that was the only part of gameplay I had. Gonna show that to you again.
in your head.
Accessible for 4 players only, so we will probably have some tier 5 equipment on that boss fight. I don't know more at the moment, so we will need to wait in 2 days and check that by ourselves, alright? Finally, they are planning to add some more events on global launch, some races. Trial of Growth is new, we didn't have that before. We need to clear RP field content and dungeons to earn some points, so I suppose that the more the RP you spend, the higher you are getting in the ranking. But I don't know what will be the rewards yet, alright? For now, we have the Trial of Might and the Trial of Wisdom. Trial of Might, we need to defeat some bosses in the Altar of Memory, so you need to repeat again and again that content to get some rewards at the end. And the Trial of Wisdom, you need to spend some expeditions. You are getting some copper at the end, and some cards as well, depending on your ranking. So we have some new trials. We have the Trial of Steel. You need to craft equipment to get some points in the ranking. And Trial of Brilliance, you need to craft some jewelry to earn some points. These are new, and since you can craft some jewels spending your Golden Dragon, spend Golden Dragon to get some expeditions on the Trial of Wisdom, and spend some Golden Dragon to refill your RP. These rankings are pay to win in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments. The only one that is maybe not pay to win is this one, but it will need to farm a lot the bandit camps if you want to get a lot of crafting materials. I don't know. You can do the same, by the way, for the Trial of Brilliance. You can farm the crafting materials, but it will need a lot of copper to craft all of these, so yeah, I don't know what to think about these. But generally, the rewards outside of the copper given are not insane, alright? So you don't really care about that. Unless they are changing the rewards you are getting at the end on global launch, I'm not sure about it. So on the first week, during the weekend I suppose, they will increase the World Boss Dragon rewards, so probably more chance to get some legendary jewels if you are high on the rankings. They will increase the rewards given on the bandit camps, Echoes of the Past, enemy hideouts, and Ferocious Beasts. So basically every single content you have in game where you can use your RP, just not the Beyond the Wall expeditions. Bonus time on the second week, increase the copper rewards from using RP. On the third week, World Boss Dragon rewards increased, and on the fourth week after global launch, increased the chance of obtaining rich rewards in Altar of Memories. So plan your RP spendings accordingly to these events, so you will maximize your rewards in game. Normally they said something more. They are planning to add some more ways to get some rewards, special events to celebrate the official launch. Stay tuned, we don't have that at the moment. So I don't know what they are planning. Then improvements. They are talking about the copper economy, and yeah, they know everything you are doing in game basically. They know where you are getting some copper, they know what content you are farming using your RP. They even know, they are saying that later, that they know that people in endgame are farming some early content in the north to get some north tokens to purchase more things in the exchange shop. So they know everything. If you are gonna pee in an area, they will know about it. Basically, they are collecting your data, so if someday you are complaining about the content creator showcasing a great way to get some copper, they don't need the video to know that people are farming the content to get some copper. They will nerf that whatever, alright? I'm saying that because in the past I released a video and I had some people trash talking me because I showed some good ways to get some copper, and a week later it got nerfed, alright? But if you read that note, you will know that they are collecting every single data they can. So copper and economy improvement. They will implement an overall increase to the copper rewards across the repeatable content in-game. Not through the outside of farming, just through the repeatable content. At the moment, we can get a pretty nice amount, I would say, pretty decent. But they are planning to add some more. This is cool. They are improving the efficiency of the production and trade system, and to that I would add something. I'm going back to the game as well, and I'm gonna go to the Messenger Raven, to the where is it? Manage production. At the moment, it costs a crazy amount of copper when we want to produce items. It costs copper. I just don't know why. We need to hire the workers. It costs some copper, but we need to spend some copper and a lot of copper if you want to farm. Look at that. This is the amount of copper I need to spend if I want to craft only these. This is a bit ridiculous to me. If I go on an epic worker here, if I want to craft these three, I need to spend a 21k copper. Of course, people are not doing that because this is way too much. The copper is so important. I'm going to show you more examples. If I go to craft jewelry, for example, I want to craft these, all right? 30k copper to craft only 11, and I'm not even guaranteed to get an epic or a legendary. You have a guarantee, but you have the guarantee every 60 craft here. So yeah, this is not a lot, but it costs a crazy amount of materials and copper. We already need to farm the materials. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of RP. Why do you want us to spend our copper for that? Like, if you want to upgrade our jewels, it requires a crazy amount as well. Let me show that to you. For example, if I want to upgrade that legendary here, if I'm putting everything I have inside, plus 6 levels, for only 6 levels, 76k. This is ridiculous. You need also to spend some copper if you want to recast your jewels, if you want to craft some equipment, if you want to reforge equipment, if you want to change the set effects on your equipment, and also if you want to craft some potions. I'm not doing that anymore because if you want to craft some potions, like to get some more rage or to get more efficiency on the beast, look at the copper you need to spend. This is insane. Why should we do that? We need to craft these. We need a lot of materials to craft, all right? But we need a crazy amount of copper plus the materials. Remove that cost, please. This is ridiculous. Something more on the trade tree. Past the level 30 at the moment. If you want to reset, you need to spend a crazy amount of copper to reset all the trait points I allocated on that tree here. This is ridiculous as well. Most of the time we want to try our builds and try different things. Just to do that, we need to spend a lot. If we want to reset only one trait point, 400 copper. This is insane and ridiculous. So please remove that cost as well. If we want to upgrade our legendary artifacts, if I go on this one, for example, if I want to enhance, let's select everything, every resource I want. Look at the cost. 238k. To get only 30% on the legendary, someone told me that it cost 1,800,000 copper to upgrade one legendary to the max level. And you, without taking account about the durability here, because when you want to repair, you need to spend some copper as well. The copper is more important than you guys think, all right? So please consider removing the costs on most of the aspects we have in the game and increase the copper gain we are getting through the different content. So this is what I had to say about the copper and how much copper we need. This isn't just a minor adjustments of numbers. Our goal is to forge a meaningful and rewarding gameplay cycle between production and trade, making these systems and a worthwhile investment of your time and resources. So you need to remove the copper cost for the production and the potion crafting and stuff like that. This is not playable otherwise, all right? And about the trade, let's talk about the trade as well very fast. So if I go in game, Messenger Raven, if I go to the trade here, this is it requires way too much materials to get only a few of rewards here, so I'm generally not doing that. I'm doing that only for the blue rewards here if I have the materials, because I can exchange basically the blue ones to get some time, some ore to spend on the craft, alright? So here I am doing that as well. The crafting materials for the jewelry is the only thing I am trading here. Basically, every single other items is useless inside of the trade. So try to do something different. This is very important to me. Alright, so next, artifact system. And the thing that you're planning to do for the artifact system is very, very nice. Basically, they know that a lot of players are complaining because they have the data. They know that a lot of players reached the level 10 expedition, which is the max level we can reach, and that we are complaining because we are only getting some purples most of the time. It's very hard to get some legendary, and they are planning to compensate the players above the level 10. Basically, this is everything they are planning to give to us. These are green cards that they are planning to give to us, and basically you have a total of 55 for the players who reached the expedition level 10 before the global launch in 2 days. 55 green runners, which is pretty nice, and they are planning to, if I'm not mistaken, reduce the number of expedition required to reach the guarantee legendary reward. Now on the guarantee, we will have always legendary grade artifacts and not purple anymore. And they will enhance the chances to get some blue and epic artifacts and legendaries on the expeditions as well. So this is very, very, very nice. Unfortunately, we don't know anything about the true rates. You should consider writing the rates in the game. Normally in Europe and maybe in America, this is mandatory. This is legal. You need to put the rates somewhere because we are purchasing things. We are spending money to obtain things. And in loot boxes and similar things, gacha things everywhere, in every gacha game, you have the rates written somewhere. You need to write the rates to obtain the artifacts in the game on the expeditions. This is mandatory in Europe, alright? Ferocious Beasts. One more time, they listen to the community, and this is something very, very nice. They know that many of us farmed a crazy amount of time that content the Ferocious Beasts and that we wouldn't be able to get any single legendary, and that it was hard to get some purple as well. So they are planning to add some more reward inside, some beer pelts scrapped. So basically, these are some pieces that you can accumulate, and once you have a certain amount, you can convert them into a legendary pelt directly. So by doing that, we will have more chance to get some rewards at the end. We will finally be able to craft our gear correctly normally by farming the Ferocious Beast. So this is very, very nice. Then they are talking about the class balance. Apparently they are planning to change a few things on the Assassin and on the Knight gameplay. Basically around the fighting spirits and the Sanguine Crush. I don't know exactly what they are planning to do here. They will add that in the patch note coming on the global release. So we will check that in 2 days. Maybe they will add more efficiency on the Knights with the Fighting Spirit and with the Sanguine Crush. Maybe they will nerf a bit the other damage coming from the Assassin. I don't know about it yet. But I don't know why they are not planning to adjust as well the Sellsword, because at the moment this is a class that is underperforming everywhere in comparison with the two other classes. Let me know your thoughts about that, but they should try to upgrade to increase the efficiency of the Sellsword mainly. Difficulty adjustments. They nerfed the giant in the story because they know that players are dying many times on the giant. Basically, they are saying that they are collecting some data and that many players were dying on that giant here. So they nerfed that content, and they are planning to nerf other content as well. So it will be more accessible, especially for the mobile players, because this is a bit harder to play on mobile, I suppose. So I don't know exactly what they are planning to do with that, but they are planning to nerf some content we have on the main quest at the moment. So this is pretty cool. I know that many players are at the moment stuck on the giants or on a Carver. So yeah, let me know where you are stuck in the game at the moment, or if you are not stuck, let me know about that in the comment below. Regional currency. This is why I say that they are spying your activity in the game. They know that, oh, look at that, I'm just gonna read. We've observed that some players who have completed all current content available in early access are intentionally farming North tokens by replaying the lower level content in the region of the North to further strengthen their characters. So they know about it. They know everything you are doing in the game. So they are planning to add some higher level content in the North area to get some North tokens. This is great because I'm not farming the North tokens at the moment, and if I go in game, I'm just gonna show that to you quickly. If I go to the shop, in the exchange shop, you have the regional currency shop, in which you can purchase many things here. So for example, you have the nameplate frame here for your avatar, you have some emoji packs, some outfits here as well, but you have the most important thing, the house, the sigil board here, and you need a crazy amount of North token to purchase that one, to get some more momentum. Basically, this is only for the momentum, but once you reach the reach area, you are farming only the reach tokens, because you don't care about these. Basically, the rewards on the north areas are not worth the RP spending, so they are planning to add some more content, but they will do that a bit later, not on global release. Appearance change. So they know that some of us want to have something to buy in the shop to change the appearance of our character. So they are implementing that, but not directly on the global release. They are scheduling that for June. So we will have a ticket to change our appearance, the hairstyle, the gender, the facial features and stuff like that. They will add a pathfinding system. So basically, I suppose that we can select something on the map, and just by clicking on the button, as you can see here, this will be that button here when you are mounting. You can basically travel automatically to the location of your choice that you clicked on the map. They will implement that on PC as well. About the RP system now, they are not planning to add any extra RP or to make the RP refill faster. They are saying that they are planning to add more content to get more rewards without feeling the pressure around the RP. That you need to spend the RP all the time, and then that you have a limitation on the RP. They want to provide more rewards, and to provide more rewards, they are planning to add more events in game. So this is what they are saying. I don't know exactly what they are planning to do on global release about that system, but hey, they are actively listening to the feedback to the community feedbacks around the RP system. So maybe in the future, if we complain a lot, guys, we will have more things updated in game around that system here. There is a lot of things to talk about here, about the rewards, about the RP we have daily, about the content we can farm. So yeah, I probably think that people on global release that will be new to the game will complain again about the RP, whatever they are adding to fix that issue. Other content, they say that they fixed a ton of bug fixes on early access, 1,500 over that amount. And they are showing us that picture to tease you about some future content we will have in game. So we have some water and some a tower in the water, something like that. Some fallen ships. I don't know exactly what we will have here. Maybe a new world content, world boss, something like that. I don't know yet. And finally, if you purchased the early access before the global release, you will be eligible to get one of these outfits for your characters, and that badge as well. Talking about the badge, they removed the timer on the badges, so you will, once you have a badge with a character, you will have it forever. Okay, so this is all I had to say about it, and there is something more that I would like to share with you guys. This note here, bringing some more things as well. That was questions and answers. What areas of the game does the team feel need the most attention for balance? We are focused on improving the copper economy, so we talked about that in the patch note, in the developer note, sorry. We plan to increase the copper rewards from repeatable content, make production and trade systems more useful, adding more ways to gather materials and copper. Alright, so we already discussed about that point here before. Will there be more customization options like helmets, hoods, and weapon skins? They said, we definitely plan to introduce a variety of new outfits and skins, including new outfits featuring hats, helmets, and weapon skins. These will be prioritized for upcoming updates and will be closely tied to future content releases. So we won't have that on global launch, and probably they will be paid features. I hope that they will bring more content, more designs, without the need to spend in game. That would be nice. And finally here, they are talking about the alliances. Will alliances be expanding with more features? the development team considers Alliance content very important and will keep expanding it in the future updates. We are planning special Alliance-only features such as dedicated spaces, so maybe some housing for the Alliances, that would be great. Fun activities for members, and we'll also raise the member limit. And this is great because at the moment, the limitation is not that high, to be honest. On level 7, we can hire only 17 members, and the max members we can have when we reach the level 15, which is the max for the guild, I suppose, or maybe the 20. The max member limit is 22, something like that. So yeah, this is not a lot, so of course they are planning to erase that limit. This is great. Can you share the roadmap for future updates, especially regarding the co-op features? Future updates will continue the story with new chapters, and we are also working on new co-op content. Raids! They are planning to add some raids! Imogen going on the fortress with the whites. You need to defend the fortress. You have a raid of enemies coming from everywhere around your place. That will be amazing. Let me know about that. But I can't wait to have such a content in game. These will start with 4-player groups with the potential to expand to 8. Even better. Imagine if you had that for the entire Alliance. That would be even better. Offering a different experience from modes like world bosses and Altar of Memories. We are also committed to expanding both the dungeon and open world co-op activities. That would be great to have more open world co-op activities, to find other players on certain areas of the map where we can farm some content. Without the need of spending RP would be even better though. Let me know what you think about all of that, guys. So I have something more, the release dates, because it's different depending on the country you are living in. In Paris, for example, it's gonna release not on May 21st, but on May 22nd. At 2 o'clock in the morning, alright? Asia, it's gonna come later in 2025. Wellington, so you have the times here shown on the screen at the moment. Alright, guys? So that was all I had to say on today's video. Let me know what did you think about all of that. Let me know if you are excited as well to have the global release and have the new content as well. Think I will go live when I will wake up, of course. I'm not gonna go live at 2 o'clock in the morning. No, thank you. Think I'm gonna go live for the global launch, try to push the new content in Stormlands, see what we have as new content in the game. So stay tuned, guys. Have a nice day. Take care. That was Akhtar. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.